Ever wondered how we get to relive and watch the most jaw-dropping moments in history? From seismic tremors to shocking disasters, live broadcasting has captured it all. Thanks to these real-time broadcasts, we witness the raw, unfiltered reality of some of the most extraordinary events ever caught on camera. And now, let's dive into the top 10 craziest events caught live. Number 10 takes us to the Munich Massacre. During the 1972 Summer Olympics, Palestinian terrorists from the Black September group took 11 Israeli athletes hostage. The initial attack happened before the cameras were rolling, but as the day progressed, the media coverage became intense. The German police's rescue attempt was broadcast live, and the terrorists were aware of the details, which contributed to the tragic outcome. The live coverage of the standoff and its bloody end showed the world the brutal reality of terrorism and the difficulty of responding to such crises. The Munich Massacre was a sobering moment that underscored the dangers faced by hostages and the complexities of international politics. Coming in at number 9, we have the fall of the Berlin Wall. Imagine a giant concrete wall dividing a city for almost 30 years, only to see it come crashing down in a moment of joyous chaos. In 1989, the East German government, overwhelmed by protests and a flood of refugees moving to the west, decided to open the gates of the wall. People poured into Berlin and started tearing down the wall with hammers, chisels, and whatever they could find. It was a symbolic demolition of division, and TV viewers around the globe watched as East and West Germans celebrated together. The wall's fall was a powerful reminder that sometimes the walls we build can come down faster than we ever imagined. Next up is the World Series earthquake. Picture this, it's 1989, and the Oakland A's are about to face the San Francisco Giants in a highly anticipated World Series game. Just as the players are warming up, the ground decides to join the action. A massive 6.9 magnitude earthquake, known as the Loma Prieta quake, shook San Francisco. The stadium swayed, announcers scrambled for words, and viewers were treated to an unexpected show of nature's raw power. The quake caused major damage, including collapsing parts of the Bay Bridge and causing over 60 deaths. It was a live broadcast that turned a baseball game into a dramatic display of nature's fury. At number 7, we have the Challenger disaster. Imagine this, January 28, 1986, and the world is eagerly watching the Space Shuttle Challenger launch. It was a big deal because Krista McAuliffe, a high school teacher, was on board, making it a historic teacher in space mission. The excitement was palpable, especially among school children who were watching live. But just 73 seconds after liftoff, disaster struck. The Challenger exploded in a fiery burst, and the live TV broadcast captured every heartbreaking second. The tragic event was broadcast by CNN and quickly spread to other networks, turning what was supposed to be a celebration into a moment of profound grief. The live footage of the shuttle's destruction changed how news was reported, making everyone acutely aware of the risks of space travel. At number 6, we have Lee Harvey Oswald's murder. After the shocking assassination of President John F. Kennedy in 1963, America was on edge. As the alleged assassin, Lee Harvey Oswald was being transferred to a new jail, TV cameras were rolling. That's when Jack Ruby, a nightclub owner with a vendetta, stepped in and shot Oswald on live TV. The world watched in disbelief as the man suspected of killing the president was abruptly silenced. It was like a real-life plot twist that left everyone asking, did that just happen? The shocking live coverage changed the way news was consumed, making it clear that sometimes reality can be stranger than fiction. Welcome to the Manila hostage crisis, where a bus tour turned into a live action drama. In 2010, Disgruntled ex-police officer Rolando Mendoza decided he wasn't too happy about being fired and hijacked a tour bus filled with tourists in Manila. Mendoza was watching his brother's arrest on the bus's TV, and it seemed to push him over the edge. He started shooting the hostages, turning what should have been a peaceful day into a terrifying spectacle. For 10 hours, viewers were glued to their screens as the standoff dragged on. Mendoza and the police exchanged gunfire, leading to a tragic end with Mendoza getting shot. It was like watching a high-stakes thriller, but in real life with no pause button. Number 4 takes us to the Waco Siege. In 1993, a search for illegal weapons at the Branch Davidian compound in Waco, Texas, escalated in a dramatic 51-day standoff. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco and Firearms, or ATF, raided the compound, leading to a deadly shootout. As the FBI took over, viewers watched live as the situation became increasingly intense. There was tear gas, gunfire, and a tragic fire that eventually consumed the compound. The siege was not just a spectacle of intense law enforcement action, but also a grim reminder of how volatile such situations can become. The live coverage captured the chaos and ultimately inspired a significant event in American history, the 1995 Oklahoma City bombing. Coming in at number 3, the Los Angeles Riots. Following the 1992 acquittal of LAPD officers who were caught on tape brutally beating Rodney King, the city of Los Angeles erupted in chaos. For 6 days, TV cameras captured the rioting, looting, and arson as anger over racial injustice boiled over. The violence wasn't confined to LA. It sparked similar riots in other cities. The live footage showed the stark divide between communities and highlighted the frustration and pain felt by many. The riots were a powerful reminder of the social tensions simmering beneath the surface and how media coverage can both document and influence public perception. Next, at number 2, is the Tohoku earthquake and tsunami. On March 11, 2011, Japan was hit by the most powerful earthquake in its history, with a magnitude of 9.0. The quake triggered a massive tsunami that flooded cities, destroyed towns, and caused a nuclear crisis at Fukushima. Japanese TV networks and CNN broadcast the horrific scenes live as waves swallowed coastal communities, and people struggled to escape. The continuous coverage was both mesmerizing and horrifying, showing the immense power of nature and the scale of the disaster. The footage not only shocked viewers worldwide, but also prompted a global outpouring of support and aid for Japan, highlighting the human capacity for empathy in the face of tragedy. And finally, at number 1, the September 11th attacks. On September 11, 2001, the world watched in shock as hijacked planes flew into the World Trade Center towers and the Pentagon. The initial impact was broadcast live, with viewers witnessing the chaos and destruction in real life. When a second plane hit the South Tower, the enormity of the tragedy became clear. The live coverage captured the horrifying scenes of the towers collapsing and the panic that ensued. The September 11th attacks not only changed the course of history, but also transformed news reporting, making live coverage a critical tool for conveying breaking news. The event left an indelible mark on global consciousness and reshaped the world in profound ways. And there you have it, 10 of the most mind-blowing events ever caught live on TV. From earth-shaking quakes to heart-stopping tragedies, these moments reminds us of the incredible power of live broadcasting. If you enjoyed reliving these jaw-dropping events with us, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more amazing content. And remember to ring the bell so you never miss out on our latest videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time with more epic moments.